Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25.
Check. 380. Check 52. Come on. How you getting the headache? How you getting the headache?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down. Even. Under 10. 10. Back.
From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Shift. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go,
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now it's Wilson. It's caught. This is White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now left side, a completion is tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. Oh, he trucked him. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On the toss, it's McKinnon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 20-yard line.
180. Check 41. 80. Here we go. Undercut.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Middle. It's just me and you. Alert flag. Quarter.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now this may be a free play here for Rosen. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. And this is caught by Watkins for a Miami touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Pushing his way through. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Every day, any day. Show it up, show it up. He's checking, he's checking.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jackson on second down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's a 2nd and 7. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. There to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Balaj. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They run it with Balaj. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Steps away to his left. And some space here. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, and now it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire...
But how about this? A fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Whoa! He just yanked that one. And no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
25-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Smallwood. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing is Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long.
Watch the run, watch the run. Safe. Hey, check safety.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And look at this, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase.
It coughed it up. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now here's Michael Dixon on, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And look at this, another fake, but he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and get it. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is down to a field goal. They send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins. 42 yards. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the
rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They're going to look to throw. He's got White here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Check top. Lefty. Check 37. Check 37.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Jackson now down around his goal line. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11 he goes down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Again, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here we go again. Jump. Check 43.
Throwing on third and long. Jackson. It's complete to Grant. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 89 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy can.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Watch the slant.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw side here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. The extra point now coming from Myers. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I line without speech. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from? And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Back to throw here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards for the touchdown. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. To throw again is Jackson. Now a short one to Gesicki. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 1-yard touchdown reception. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did. Come on now. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 at their own 46. On the delay, it's Balaj. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but now it'll be third down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs lived for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
Jackson's going to throw it. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
One final final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.